Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf the Brawler, where today we are back here in Harwick by the Stable Master, which is back in Rohan, which is back at level 75, because I think that I have exhausted what I can show you as a higher level brawler, where I think everything was nice and successful. And now I think it is time for us to return to our regular schedule brawler leveling. And that means getting back here in Rohan. Now the reason why I chose this particular time to return is because they have finally released some level 75 usable brawlers that are compatible with the new system. And you can get those by going to the quartermasters, which are the borrowers right over there, who are inside of this building right up ahead. We wish to speak with the miscellany quartermaster, who is right over here.
You have need of our assistance.
No, I have need of your items. And you can see that we have various tiers. We have cosmetics, potions, legendary item, utilities, all sorts of things, miscellaneous, and at the bottom we have humming gas, war steed bridles at 75, 85, 95, and level 100. Now that means they are no longer legendary bridles, they are just now ordinary pieces of equipment, and that the maximum one that you will get is at level 100. Which I have to admit that I wasn't exactly thrilled with having a third legendary item, that being the bridle in there, so I think I'm satisfied with the solution. Now, the fact that it caps off at level 100 is less than ideal, but then that's sort of the end of the range where you are usually doing mounted combat, so I can understand why they did that. But of course, I'm level 75, which is the minimum level needed for this one, so we'll get one of these. They cost 15 silver tokens of the Ritter Mark. Now, that quest is that I completed in the last episode, the one where you are doing the tutorial for the mounted combat, that will now give you a bridle of this type. I don't know if the minimum level for that one is 75 or if they have a special level 71 that they give you for using to tide you over until you can get some of these barter tokens for it. And when I say the last episode, I mean the last episode I ran at level 75, since obviously I wasn't going around writing a tutorial for mounted combat at level 140. But anyway, we will take a medium bridle. And let's go and equip this. Good, and now that means we should now have our bridle equipped, which gives us 3,900 war steed armor, plus 20 war steed turn rate, 471 maximum war steed endurance, plus 220 in combat war steed endurance regen, plus 208 war steed power. So in other words, trying to give some of the abilities that you used to get from the old legendary item, perhaps some additional strength, entry, and a fury bonus of plus 7,186. That's a pretty decent fury bonus, probably. I'm not too sure, but I guess we'll have to just try this out. Now, where am I supposed to be questing? I decided that it's best to pick up where I left off, and where I left off was just short of coming inside of here. I completely forgot that I needed to come back in here. I was probably so disappointed with how my mounted combat was going that I forgot that I needed to come in here, and at that point, hey, stop running away from me. I don't know, you probably didn't even know that I was there. But I can say that I think I'm doing well enough on ground. Oh! When I came in, because it was after the Spring Festival, I have all these things that are in my inventory that, my quick slots, that I didn't have before. So I was thinking, oh, these are skills. No, those weren't skills. That shows you how little I remember this character. Now, you may be wondering, how is it that I have a level 75 Brawler again when last you saw me I was level 140? And naturally, the answer to that is that I leveled to 140 on a different server than the one where I'm playing here. And I did that because the other servers is one where I am more likely to run into others for playing in group content, and this one I don't have as much group content done in, so I thought this would be a good one for keeping the lower level one and having a high level one on a server where I often play with other people. In fact, I've even over this last weekend I managed to have a hidden horde run with my 140 Brawler. So I have run the hidden horde with that. We failed miserably at tier 2, but we did manage to complete the hidden horde at tier 1. So that's about where my Brawler is right now, I would say. Able to participate in a tier 1 hidden horde, but not a tier 2. Well, maybe someday I'll be able to finish that at tier 2, but last week was certainly not that day. But it looks like I am able to rip through these undead. So, on foot and with my fists, I seem to be doing very, very well. Mounted? Well, that's another story. Oops. That needs a little bit of work, and I hope that we can have an opportunity to test this out. Now we can deliver these quests.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I don't recognize the symbols on the relics you collected from the Draugr. They almost look like to be of Dunlending quality, but I can't tell for sure. Perhaps that tomb was from before the time of the Rohirrim. I will see that these get put into better hands than mine, for I'm useless in such matters, but thank you for bringing this to me, and usual thing, enhancement, actually decent enhancements runes. And
What
we
brings
have
you
here?
to these lands?
Draugr Walk of the Dwellug Hole? It can't be. That cave has been quiet for as long as I can remember. I used to play in there as a boy. No creature save the living ever stirred in that tomb. I hope your valiant effort against the Draugr put an end to the spread of the corruption. We hope so too. There we go.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Well, it just came to my mind that I can't keep you here all day running errands for the horses. You must be welcomed by Harding. Do I really want to do that quest? Because that means I'll actually have to do the entire line. Otherwise, I would be banned effectively from Harwick. Well, I suppose doing the quests in this area to get reacclimated might be a good idea. Especially since I am slightly underleveled, so I guess I will do them. There we go. Up the hill. Up the hill. And let's find the person who's not gonna trust brawlers, most likely. Hello.
Welcome, my friend.
The Thane does not like to be interrupted, but you seem anxious to gain an audience with him. You are the traveler who survived the siege of Langhold, are you not? I will take you to him right away. Alright, I guess that means let's go.
Harding is the Thane of Harwick, Reef of the Wold, and Aldor of the North March, and the time has come to meet him.
And all his titles. I would take them in, but short of having them stay in the meat hall, there's no room for them. I beg your pardon, but someone is here. Indeed! What is the meaning of this intrusion?
I do not believe you will find welcome here.
Who are you, stranger, to interrupt my counsel? I hold the guard that was not to be disturbed, save for critically important matters. Speak up! Speak up! What news do you have? Are you a spy on me? Are you a servant of Wormtongue? Or perhaps an agent of the Easterlings? Ha 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 ha! You may have come to speak my favor, but I will not have it. I do not want it. Get out of my city now. You have not wronged me yet, but soon you will. But you are a trespasser, and therefore under my command. Show this brawler out. I think it's safe to say that that could have gone better, right?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Harding doesn't trust outsiders, but his distrust has kept us alive. I can't fault him for being cautious. You must prove yourself if you wish to be considered one of us. Speaking of that, if you would like to earn Harding's favor, I may have a few reports lying around that you could look into for me. Well, it's better than idling around, I guess. What do you need?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Harding is suspicious of outsiders. You aren't the first to meet his ire, and you won't be the last. He clearly doesn't trust you right now, but I think of it this way. At least he didn't throw you into jail. I think it's best for you to stay out of Harwick for a little while. You are now tasked for aiding me, and I won't have you venturing into Harwick on your watch. Do not disappoint me, Pine Punch, or Harding will hear of it. I'm sure he will. So what do you need then? Okay, that's on notice, where entering Harwick is at my peril of being thrown out.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Kill wargs.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And defeat marsh flies. Yeah, I can do that. That sounds like easy enough work. I've killed flies already, so that shouldn't be any problem. Oh, hold on. I almost missed a quest.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
Oh, and defeat boars while I'm at it. Of course! What is Lotro without a boar quest of some sort? It's almost mandatory. You come into a zone, you kill boars. The boars, I have a feeling that boars are one of those creatures that are inevitably going to be the target of much punishment in any MMO game, right? Right. And I have a feeling these are not worth going through the trouble of mounted combat for, right? Well, we'll have to see. There is something I would like to probably have to try a little bit of mounted combat with at some point. Oh, you're alive. Not any longer. I don't have a quest to kill Easterlings at the moment, but I suppose there's no harm in killing an Easterling or two while getting acclimated to playing this character again. I mean, yes, I have been playing a Brawler quite a bit recently, but sometimes there are little differences between levels. There we go. And now, killing flies. I don't think I should have any real trouble with this, right? I mean, if I could handle a pack of 3 wargs, albeit 2 of which were, I believe, greenies. So if I could handle that, I should be able to handle a couple of flies, which I seem to be doing quite readily, except for occasional bleed that comes on me here and there. Oh, those 3 flies didn't count for the quest. They weren't close enough to the right location. Just what we needed. Snooty flies. There you go. These have rings. With this ring, you be dead. Alright, now. Kill 7 marshfly wings. Okay. I suppose I can do that. Okay, so 2 flies down. 1 wing collected. 2 nests down. So I think I'll be done with this in short time. Now, did I just pass another nest? I saw something a little sparkly there. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I thought so. Ambushing fly. Now we can deal with the boars. And here's the first one. These first are the ones that's in the right locale. 4 by boar, down by down. We have pork tonight. I have returned and dealt with the wargs.
What brings you to these lands?
The hunting packs of wargs are dangerous on foot or while mounted. Your deed proves that you're rather hardy. If you truly manage to kill one, you're certainly no stranger to combat.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
You defeated several of the pack members outside of Fang Point, but I wish to know more about the beast's movements of late. What is causing the change? Alright, so I should now go and scout the Fang Point northern and southern dens. And also, I've managed to take care of some nests.
Our mission is dire.
You destroyed nests of the marsh flies while in the stinging bob. That was good thinking. And also, I've managed to take their wings.
Our mission is dire.
What do we have here? I see that you collected several perfectly intact wings of marsh flies from the horrible bog. They are actually quite valuable, for they have a beauty for those who have an eye for such things. The merchants can make much on them. Alright, well that's good to hear. And finally, I naturally killed some.
What brings you to these lands?
Whee! I guess I'll just have those little horsey things go up every once in a while.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And I need to defeat den mothers at Fang Point, of course. Well then, I guess we can take care of that. Excuse me. Here we are at Fang Rock, I believe. Well, at least there are new deed where evil creatures dwell. Yes, Fang Point, not Fang Rock. Yes, I have discovered. You assess the threats on the northern area of Fang Point. Trimming the claws. Right. Alright, we'll trim this claws. And you? Yeah, these wargs aren't very tough. What about the den mother? Oh, kid, not even a signature! And you expect me to cower at that? Good grief. Oh, what a joke. Now, what have we got left here? We need to now scout the south end. Right? Or whatever end this is. Okay. You. You're dead now. And I think I just need one more, and that means then the quest tracker will send me right to the proper location. Ah! Fang Point continues on that way. Quite an assembly down there, though I did thin them a little bit.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
The wargs in Fang Point are a larger pack than I expected. Thank you for scouting the area.
Our mission is dire.
And you managed to kill a den mother and her pack? Well, that's truly one nasty warg. Yep. One less nasty warg.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
And find Sergeant Hubert at Waken Flood. Well, I think that's what I am going to be doing in the next episode of Piney Plays the Brawler.